It's a great day to play. Great day to play. Great day to play. Great day to play.
Next is quotation mark. Hobie did the B album. Okay. Hobie did the B album. Okay, I got you. I got you. Ravens, how are you, man? Welcome in. Say what you want. All right. Y'all ready for quotation mark? I'm doing pretty good. We're back on Twitch now. Cause YouTube, well, only for live streams. We were doing them on YouTube for a while, but YouTube wanted to be stinky poo poo. So here we are on Twitch. Thank you. It's good to be back. Very ready. Just think it's very ready. All right, let's go. I'm feeling the vibe of this one for sure. Feeling the vibe of this. Love that guitar. I feel like this is a long intro for their stuff. I feel like they always kind of get to some vocals right away, so that's kind of different. That's cool. I see.
짓고 너를 싣고 해도 안 돼 잘난 속으로 와는 girl 너를 초대하고 싶어 my lady welcome to my world 잠깐 말이뿐인데 입술은 떨어질 생각을 안 해 네 옆에 나처럼 화가 나처럼 마침간 널 노래하네
All right, this is one of those where like it's like I want to reserve a lot of it until we read the actual lyrics. So I feel like there's probably going to be a lot of things here that might not be true. What I kind of get from this is it's kind of like longing for somebody that you maybe just can't have kind of deal, or feels like they're out of your reach, or maybe is with somebody else. That's what I'm getting. But I'm gonna reserve it. We're gonna read the actual lyrics, and we'll see afterwards. Years ago, Hobie played part of his DNA demo, and Tay also once played a portion of Spring Day demo in another Feet Live of his. They're both on this track list. I still have the story when Jin had said he did like tons of ad-libs for Jamais Vu, and he came in the next day and the producers were like, yeah, JK said no. But he is in charge of ad-libs and chorus. That's so funny. I wish they would release this official song. It is a good song. This sounds really polished. Like this sounds like like the unreleased songs I think are like probably just ones that they did finish and just chose, right? So this definitely does have miswrite elements in it. You are right. I think so. Jazzy Mom, thank you for the sub. Oh, you are fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm looking at you. Thank you. Happy to see another BTS live. Welcome in, Julie. We got a lot of BTS stuff. If you're looking for BTS stuff every week, you've come to the right place. We came over here from YouTube's, and we're gonna be doing our streams here now. All right, let's get back to this. I'm interested in reading the actual lyrics, but we'll get through this.
가득 차 못다한 말에 볼란드 속만 타내 맘이 상자도 아닌데 왜 담아 또 이북차는 밤 변해 너 걷고 싶은 악마 low 언제가나 자
I like that double in on there.
내 자식에게 쌈주 오늘은 꼭 먼저 내 맘을 던져 널 아픈 않자 바람에 움직이지 하지만 네 앞에 서면 뒤지 너를 심히 원해 이미 제발 소원이야 oh my genie Do she love me do she love me not
Okay, is it just me or does his okay? I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it.
이런 차가운 두려움이 내 힙을 얼린 걸까 강조의 느낌표 은행 의심의 물음표가 아닌 진심이 담긴 말 한마디 용기란 그
I wanted to get through that. His voice here sounded like incredibly very Suga-esque there. Incredibly Suga-esque. Like the cadence, I was like, okay, J-Hope, okay. This song's a banger. How is this unreleased? How is this one unreleased? Dude, everything about that, the guitar feeling, oh. Man. That one confuses me. That one's like, dude, that was one that I just felt was like totally there. Was totally there. Man. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's get into the lyrics though and see how far these were away. Question mark. There you are. All right. If I were to die, I would probably go to hell because I lie dozens of times within a day. The ethics book had never taught such things as how the mind can become honest, truthful, can't be honest. Perhaps, in a way, I'm your stalker or maybe investigator. Okay, these are actually pretty spot on. I thought that maybe they wouldn't be, but my mind, a precious jewel. I've happened to steal you anyways. Will our relationship perhaps become a period after putting a comma? I see. Be finite instead of moving on. Continuing. Even if I just pointlessly forget you, ripping you, washing you, it still won't work. I'm just doing it in my mind. I want to invite you. My lady, welcome to my world. It's just one word, phrase. My lips aren't thinking of falling, coming off. Next to you, like me, look like me. I'll sing of you every single moment. Every time I come across you, every time you cross my mind, whenever, always like this, I whisper only to myself, if anybody's listening right now, please put a quotation mark on me, that your ears can hear, so I can confess everything, oh baby. Yeah, the day after I met you was filled with regret. Because of the words I was unable to say, my insides are burning as if I'm on fire. My feelings, mine, aren't a box, but are they boxed up? The night where I kick the blankets changes. The devil of wanting to have you. One day, I'm in the midst of repeatedly and frequently calculating against myself. Today, I make sure to first throw my feelings, mind, first, and then safely reach the booth. That is what I wish for, but when I stand in front of you, I'm behind. I deeply, terribly want you, please, you're already my wish, oh my genie. Does she love me? Do she love me not? Has this cold fear frozen my mouth? Not emphasis, exclamation mark, nor doubts, question mark, but that one word phrase that filled with sincerity, courage is a big quotation mark. I want it. Every time I come across you, every time you cross my mind, whenever, always like this, I whisper only to myself, if anybody's listening right now, please put a quotation mark on me, that your ears can hear, so I can confess everything, oh baby. Forget Rip was Wash, show me in Korean. Okay. So, okay. So what, okay, is what's being said here, like, he met her and his life is filled with lies because, like, he's never actually told her, and, like, has just been lying to her the entire time, and, like, that's why it's like the question mark thing. So, like, he's been longing to tell her but just can't. Is that kind of what's being said? Like, I was normally I'm pretty good about getting these things, but that one I'm kind of confused on. Lucas, welcome in. We did a proof unboxing now, and now we're doing all of the stuff. I think the subject matter crosses with Miss Right and other songs this era, blanket kickoff. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Sweet Pea, how are you? Welcome in. I'm excited to see how Hobie's sound will evolve in Jack in the Box. Me too. Okay. So, Twitch is being weird with subbing right now. Just keep getting an error with my Apple ID. I'll try again later. It's okay. I think that you. Oh, you. Never mind. I thought that maybe you had Prime sub, but all right. Don't forget, guys, if you haven't already, you can sub for free with your Amazon Prime membership. If we do get to the 20 gold a day, we'll do My You by Jungkook at the end. If not, then we won't. And if you also want to donate for me to do reactions during the week, you can do that. We still have spots open for that. So we're not taking as many of them live anymore, only because I really want to do some in-depth analysis on them as opposed to the live streams. But if you guys want to do that and you've been used to being able to request them, you still can. All right. Yeah, some of you have very different names, so I don't know. I don't know who everybody is because you have different names. My memory is terrible, so I could have gotten a few of those wrong. All right. Let's keep going. Yeah. I'm actually going to change the name of the stream though right now to, well, no, because people are going to want, after the stream, some people are going to want to know there was a box opening. I'm just going to flip it. I'm going to flip it to say demo reactions first so people know. And then it'll say box opening after. And then people will still know if they come after the fact. Look at that. I'm a genius. I'm a genius. I'm so smart. I need to validate myself. All right, guys. Y'all ready for some more? Y'all ready for this? Oh, I need you. I'm so concerned. Okay. Okay. Okay.
이별의 그림자가 나를 삼키는 맘 이유도 모른 채 눈물을 삼키는 나스린 이별 만개한 기억 행복했던 만큼 아파서 널 못 지워 미워 goddamn.
Yeah, you can click on the PayPal link if you want, or you can do the same amounts in gifted subs. We just don't get as much for the subs, but like if you want to do the equivalent in gifted subs for whatever you're going to do, you can also do that, and it helps out the community because more people get ad-free viewing, but it's completely up to you. Or you can do the PayPal link. Like, okay, I want to go back to hear this again. I was just like, it's not concerned, it's shock. It's just like, oh man, like that is crazy different, you know? I want to go back to the beginning of that.
이별의 그림자가 나를 삼키는 맘 이유도 모른 채 눈물을 삼키는 나스린 이별 만개한 기억 행복했던 만큼 아파서 널 못 지워 미워 goddamn.
Interesting. They went with it. Okay. So, That's so cool. That's so cool. Okay, so here's, so okay. This is really cool because this is an instance they probably ended up writing like that hook, the ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-ba, that probably didn't come up first. What he was singing, his melody there for the chorus probably came up first. And then they designed that hook around that. You hear this in songs all the time where it'll match up. So they probably designed it around that and then decided that they were going to, the hook was so good that they're going to keep the hook, but that they were going to change that portion, like that chorus portion, which is just so cool to see. Okay, well this was what was probably in their heads. Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool. Like, what is this version they chose? I would still love it. It doesn't matter. Like, it's still a good, like, this is still really, really good. But it's just really cool from the music standpoint of, like, seeing like where it kind of came from, right? Okay, we're gonna go back a little bit. Bro, what's RM doing right now? What just happened? Like, I love when RM sings, and I'm just like, okay, so no lie, when that first happened, because I was just like looking at the camera when that first happened, I was like, wait, who is this? Who is this? Like, I didn't even recognize his voice singing that high. I was like, did they like have somebody else? Like, who is this? And so I had to look up at the thing to see that it was like, what? Wow. Okay, so this is so cool. This is so cool because this is like one of those cases where, like, because RM does a lot of the production stuff, right? Like, not all producers are gonna have the range to do what they're writing, right? So you're gonna write and you're gonna do the best you can. This whole high part is all auto-tuned. You can hear it where he was clearly like stretching for those notes, and there's nothing wrong with that. Trust me when I tell you that every single thing that Lucas and I have ever done has auto-tune on it. Every single thing. It might be light, but everything now that comes out, everything that you guys hear will have some form of auto-tune, even if it's not necessary for pitch correction. A lot of times it's for effect. A lot of times it's for bending in notes. Like, there's reasons to use it, and that's what's done here. So it's so cool because, like, he was doing, literally, like, wrote this and just left it, like, and this is how demos come out, right? Like, hey, you know, you send this to somebody, maybe you might like this song. And it's so cool with him singing on this, though. So cool with that. The first part was not. The first part did not sound like it was very auto-tuned. This part sounds pretty good. Nothing wrong with that. Because that's super high for him. That's super high in general. That's up there, guys. That's up there. That's Jungkook range. But I'm surprised because he's on. It says he's on here. God, so different. So different. Huh. Dude, this song is like an entire rewrite. This sounds like an entire rewrite. That's crazy. This song is probably, out of all the songs that we listen to, this is the most raw. And what I mean by that is, like, you can tell that this was in a very, very early stage of production where they basically just laid basic vocals down, turned on auto-tune to fix and correct it, didn't put, like, anything on the vocals besides bare bones stuff, and, like, didn't really mix it. Like, it's just the pieces, right? This is what a song originally sounds like when you just put all the pieces together that you think you're going to want in a song. This is how it sounds before you add any of the other stuff to it. And so it's really, really cool to see it raw. It's really, really cool to see all, like, you know, how it just sounds when they're just writing it. But how crazy is this by how like, this one's so different. Like, they kept the hook and that fall part, and then everything else is pretty much even. They kept a lot of the instrumentals. They moved them around, right? That da 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 da. That's at the end of the song instead. So they moved some things around, but man, so cool. K-pop Dad, welcome in. How you doing? Are you the K-pop Dad? It says K-pop Dad 1. Are you the K-pop Dad? Very cool. Ugh. Is that it for this one? Is this one of those things where they're going to get me again? You think so? You think so? Yeah, this is one of those things where they're going to get me again. You think so? Welcome in. How you doing? You're okay. I just looked at your profile picture. All right, we're gonna give you a follow back. This works so well because I haven't had anybody to raid after streams, because when I was on Twitch last, I was doing gaming streams, and it doesn't make sense for us to go and, like, raid a gaming streamer when most of our people care about BTS stuff or just about K-pop stuff in general, reactions. So I've been, like, slowly trying to find people's Twitch channels. I was able to find a couple. Like, I found DJ Gino. I found Savasteen's channel. Like, I found a couple of them, but. You know, thanks for popping in and helping out. Now I don't have to search. How you doing? I remember RM saying that I Need You is so special for them since they were changing their image. So the final version we got days before the album was released. Yeah, they did some work. They did some serious work to this one. But like, I always question, though, again, as somebody who writes music, you know, it just always makes me like, what was the point, right? What was the point where you're like, all right, we got to go back to the beginning, right? Like, we know, like, clearly what happened here was they knew they had a good hook, and they knew that they had a very good, a pretty good instrumental. Like, again, those backing instrumentals aren't really like, you know what I mean? Like, they haven't really changed much. They moved some things, but they didn't really change. So they clearly were like, okay, we have a good core here, but this song isn't enough. Like, this song is not what we need, because it's so different. But very, very cool. I love seeing RM doing the vocals for these. I love it. So good. Okay. That's really cool. All right. I can't remember which member. Armor Yoongi said that I Need You was a huge struggle to write. They changed the melody so many times. Yeah, you can definitely tell that. I remember Yoongi talking about how they initially had the different songs picked for title track, but he made this beat and they decided they liked it better last minute. Yeah, because the beat's fire, right? The beat's fire. So that makes a lot of sense. So good. K-pop Dad, do you actually do streams on Twitch? I would imagine if you have an account, you probably do. I know some people just have accounts, but they just watch. So I didn't know if you actually do or not. See, and this is where it's okay. This, like, we were talking about this earlier with, like, Twitch etiquette, because, like, somebody came in here and was, like, promoting another stream. It's like, if there are people that I know or know of, and what I don't want to do, there are people out there that people follow and people watch, and I've seen some of the stuff, and I don't personally believe in some of the things that they say or do, or I don't think that they're legitimately, that they care about some of the groups that we talk about or care about BTS. And then there's some people where like I've tried to do collabs with and I've tried to talk to and like, or I know of them or I've seen enough of their stuff where I'm just like, okay, this person's legit. K-pop dad is one of those people. And he's a K-pop dad and I'm a K-pop dad, although my name isn't K-pop dad, but we're two dads and we get to unite. We get to unite. Speaking of which, that I have you here because you're, weirdly enough, I know that you and I have never spoken before, but we had, I had you on a list for something that I have coming up. So I'll probably reach out to you. Is Twitter the best place to reach out to you? Dad fandom is growing. Daddom. Daddom doesn't really roll off the tongue though, does it? Tay's aggressive intro ad-lib. K-pop parents unite. I feel like it's like Wonder Twin powers activate kind of deal, you know? Like, get the rings out. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba. Next is Boyz with Fun. All right. We got it going. We got it going on. Okay, sounds good. Thank you. I'll reach out. Boyz with Fun demo is so much fun. Are you telling me that a song that has the name Fun in it is actually a fun song? Is that what you're telling me right now? Is that what you're telling me? All right, let's do this. I'm sorry, guys. If you guys are used to my YouTube streams and you're finally coming to watch me on Twitch, I'm a completely different beast on Twitch. It's a very different story on Twitch because we can interact in real time and that changes everything. It changes everything. It might contain a bit of fun. All right, just a tidbit, just a smidgen, a smidge, not smidged, smidge of fun. Smidge of fun.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I have a video request in Discord. Wait, what? I didn't get anything that came through though. Where is said video request? I didn't see anything come through in terms of a donation. Hold. We'll go back and start that over. All right, it didn't come through yet. Can I refresh? Refresh. All right, well, it hasn't come through yet, so we'll see. Yeah, but it didn't come through. That's what I'm saying. I'm sure it'll come through. We'll write it down if it does. I saw the video. I just didn't see. I saw the video. I didn't see the payment come through. Yeah, I didn't get the donation yet. That's what I was saying. Oh, Gideon's sad about something. All right, I'll check back though. We're gonna be streaming for a while, so we'll check back.
1, 2, 3, 4. 우리는 흥탄소년단, 흥탄소년단.
Whoa.
흥탄소년단. 우리는 흥탄소년단, 흥탄소년단.
Whoa.
Dude, that whoa. Come on, V. You can't hit me with that whoa. It's so cool. It's so cool seeing and hearing unprocessed vocals, guys. I love it. I don't think that you understand. Like, seriously, it's when you're just messing around, when you're just in a studio and you are writing music, right? Like, because Lucas and I will sometimes we'll loop something and we'll just like. I'll just start singing. I'll just ad lib and I'll just be like trying to make something up until we find maybe like a melody that we like or some lyrics that we like. Like I'll just be going. And sometimes you just take those things and they're placeholders, right? They're placeholders until you re-record it with a good vocal. And sometimes like in these demos, it's really cool because you get to hear those, right? You get to hear him where he was just probably like, all right, give us a whoa here. And he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like just like kind of like half, but he's like, all right, that'll work for his placeholder. And then now we get to hear it. It's so good. It's so good. All right. Uh-oh. That's not what I wanted. Wrong button.
우리는 흥탄소년단, 흥탄소년단. Everybody say. 우리는 흥탄소년단, 흥탄소년단. Everybody say. 우리는 흥탄소년단, 흥탄소년단.
This reminds me of something. What is it? Oh my god. It's not a BTS song. Oh my god, what is it? Oh my god, what is it? It's gonna bug me so much. Okay, I can't think of it. It's gonna bother me so much. Oh my god.
Everybody say.
눈치라도 상관없어 눈치 따윈 빨리 저게 놔줘 난다 흥이 나 여기 붙어라니 어깨춤이 보인다
후회하지마 흑조치 아 형아 누나 버려도 핵조치 시동은 됐쇼 속도 넥센스 또 바라봐라 오늘은 미칠 거야 말리지 마라 가라 싫은 놈도
Dang, J-Hope. That's fast for him. You're gonna be shaken by my body right now, this moment. Can we stop for a second? Even if these lyrics aren't correct, even if they're not, even if they're only semi-correct, can we just talk about the fact that I don't think any truer words have been said in a song by Jimin before? Then you're gonna be shaken by my body right now, this moment. And then he licked his lips afterwards, and then did one of these. Like, I don't. I see you, Jimin. I feel you. Okay, this part's pretty similar. Whoa, 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 whoa. God, this part though, I keep hearing that like there's something else here and I can't figure it out. It's Bruno Mars. Da 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 da. I'm sorry. I'm not saying they copied it. I'm just saying like it was stuck in my head that I could hear another song because thank you. Uptown funk you up. Uptown funk you up. Hey, uptown funk you up. It's just a similar cadence. It's just a similar cadence. I'm sorry. I just had to get it out of my head because my brain works in mysterious ways every day. I had to get it out. Thank you for helping me. Now I feel good about myself and we can continue on with life. Ooh, I like this. I like this part. This is a good bridge. Huh. It's the best spelling. Dude, J-Hope's going nuts on this one. J-Hope's nuts on this one. Dude, this part's hot too. The whole song is hot, but like this is a good part. Like this, they could have used this in something else. I love the harmony build. Whoa, 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 Okay, so they kind of kept like the chorus, that little ending portion there. They kept. Oh, dude. And V with that kind of like angry. He was angry, V. You're an angry elf. Like, I just feel like Will Ferrell's just somewhere like, you're an angry V. The buildup was kept in the official release. It's my favorite part of the song, but it doesn't sound quite the same. I like the bare bonesness of that. I'm a big fan of drops. If you guys didn't notice this, if there's a drop and just vocals in it, oh, did you hear that? I said drop. Some ASMR. Like I love that when it's just bare bones and just vocals. Gotta love the classics, right? So the thing is, I started when I started doing reactions, I went back to the beginning first after my first couple, then I went back to the beginning and like did the thing that way. So like I was introduced to all of them in that order for the most part, and I would only listen to songs on my like Spotify playlist that I already listened to. So like I was more familiar with the early stuff than I was for the later stuff for a long time. Love it. Junie making up words as a melody placeholders. Sometimes you gotta make up a word or two, you know? Sometimes you gotta make up a word or two. That ain't a big deal. Okay, I did see it come through. Costa, I did see it come through. Jungkook avoiding speeches. Is that the one you put in Discord already? We do have a new stream boss. Dang. We do have a new stream boss. We do. You guys can take over as stream boss, but that requires sacrifice. Subs and donations. Bits. Also, don't forget, if you guys have Prime, it is free to sub to the channel, and you'll get ad-free viewing with Prime. Don't forget. Just check because I forgot Jimin's part about being shaken by his body is correct. Okay, it is correct. It probably was. That sounds like something he would say. Okay, did anybody else... Lauren has scarred me. Like, Lauren has ruined me with Jimin. The amount of things that I know about Jimin... Like, okay... Did anybody else as soon as that part come in, like picture blood, sweat, and tears, like dun, 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 and like just it like slowly going down as he's like moving his body, because that's what I thought about, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. I am not ashamed to admit that. I started BTS in 2018. Their older music is awesome. I was never a rap fan until BTS. I think, so ironically, I used to be a huge rap fan in like the late 90s, early 2000s. I used to be a huge rap fan. But I also felt like it was because a lot of the rap music that I listened to was very meaningful, if that makes sense. And I just feel like a lot of the music that was playing on the radio was either very, very well thought out and very creative and musically pleasing to me, right? Because you can like whatever you want, musically pleasing to me, or the lyrics meant something to me. Like the lyrics spoke to me. And I feel like a lot of rap now, the ones that are at least being played on the top channels and stuff like that, a lot of that rap is not my problem with hits radio isn't that you have that kind of music on there. You can write whatever you want. You want to do body rolls, you want to rap about sex or sing about sex or whatever, because this isn't pop music too. You can do whatever you want. And I support that. And some of them are really, really good songs. Really, really good songs. But I don't think that they have a place of like where the kids are listening to them and stuff. And like, it's a problem when you know that 8-year-olds are listening to like, you know, Megan Thee Stallion talking about getting down. You know what I mean? Like, it's harder. And I think that a lot of that started though when I became a dad. Like I looked through things as like, dude, if Gideon like was listening to the radio right now, like 10 out of the last 12 songs would be things that he probably shouldn't be listening to. You know, I think that's more of my issue with a lot of it. But I sound like a, you damn kids, get off my lawn. God dang it. Back in my day, I carried my lunch in a pail uphill both ways, barefoot. You know? Yeah, thank you. Exactly. You know, and again, I don't have a problem with that. I have an issue with that's what is on top radio now, right? Like, it's not like the really provocative thought songs that are on the radio a lot of times. It's the ones that aren't thought of people. Like, and I also have a problem with like a lot of rappers that I used to actually really, really respect started making, like, once they got big, then they just started making like garbage music. Like, it was like, because you got big now, then you don't have to try anymore. And so then they stopped writing their own stuff. And I think that's probably what a lot of where it comes from is artists in general that write their own music and lyrics and then start getting songs handed to them. You lose the emotion, right? If if you've written lyrics yourself, there's an emotional attachment to it because it's something you felt inside, right? And when you start taking lyrics from other people and you're transferring them, and then we've seen this, we've kind of heard this out of like BTS, right? They came to learn to love a lot of those songs, a lot of the English songs, but there was talks about that, like it was harder for them, right? Like it kind of grew on them because they were used to writing their own provocative lyrics, right? And so when you're doing collabs and you're kind of doing it, it's right. Sounds like the fest. Exactly. And that's exactly what I'm saying, right? You lose that as you get away from it, you know? The only rappers I listen to, or rap I listen to, was rappers who like long time ago. Showing my age. Great song, though. Conscious rappers don't really get any, but that's the point, right? Any songs don't really get a lot of spins. And there are some songs that are pop songs that are, but it's really a lot of the simple ones, you know, and even in some of the pop songs that would be good on their own, they seem to like put things in there just to put it in there. You know, I think of what's the one song? I think it's a Doja Cat song where they're talking about, it's in the non-explicit version, it's talking about like a kissing booth, stuff like that. It's super, super popular. Most of you probably know it, and I can't think of it off the top of my head right now. But I really, really like the song. Like the melody is just a beat, everything. And like I was sitting in the car one day and I was just like, I was just jamming to it. It was like 3 or 4 listens I had heard it. I was jamming. And then I like all of a sudden was paying attention to the lyrics. And I'm just like, why? Like, why did you... Oh, that almost was bad. Let's close this. I get animated. Why on earth did you need to put those lyrics in this song? Kiss me, yes. Kiss me, boy. Da, da, da. We got nothing to lose. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This song is... like, whoever wrote the melody to that song and the production of that song is so good. It's such a good song. It's such a good song. But like then you listen, even the song, because there's a worse version, there's an explicit version of that song that's much worse, but even the version for the radio is still like, the song was so good on its own, you didn't need it, if that makes sense. This is my rant. I'm such an old man now. I grew up with MJ, Billy Joel, etc. Ironically, because, you know, we didn't have streaming back then, right? And I was still born before CDs. So most of the songs that I listened to as a kid, even though I'm slightly younger than I think some of the people that are here, like, it was all the same, though. You still had to get your music off the radio or whatever your parents had, right? Like, whatever your parents were paying in their 8-track player or their tape player in the car, that's what you listened to. That's what you listen to, right? And so, like, I grew up on, you know, Journey, REO Speedwagon, you know, like that was a lot of what I knew. Or like old country. Like I remember my mom had this Randy Travis tape that just like played nonstop Randy Travis. She loved her some Randy Travis, man. If you guys want some good English speaking rap, okay, so I am familiar with NF. I really appreciate NF's raps, to be honest. I used to do reactions to him. It just, I didn't have as much to say because it's not necessarily the style of music that I write, and so it was a little bit harder for me to talk about in an earnest way. So I stopped doing reactions to it. My parents are avid country. If it's good lyrics, sometimes the melody is not there. Also, it sexualizes women in a way that I don't think is good. I'm an old woman too now. Right. I also, you know, I haven't done this. It's been a long time, and on Twitch, I used to get really, really into social justice issues. We're taking a step away real quick, guys. Join me on camera 2. I actually have a second camera set up, but we're not actually going to camera 2. Join me on camera. Hold on. Join me over on camera 2. Hey guys, let's go. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna go back, but I just want to talk, just because it came up. It's been fresh in my mind. I used to be very, very heavily involved in politics. Very, very heavily involved in politics. I ran political campaigns. I did fundraising, communications work, did a lot of advanced work, met with very, very, like a lot of high-end political representatives. That's what I did for a long time. From the time I was probably about 19 all the way until my mid-20s. I did that. I was super, super young being in it, but I was really, really good at it. I'd been volunteering from a young age, and I got involved in politics. And I just want to take a sec to talk about 2 things. One, and I don't mind. Here's the thing. Here's the great thing about living in America, or the thing that should be great about living in America. The whole reason that America touts America is that we're supposed to have freedom, right? Life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. And yesterday in America, the life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness for more than half of the population, for women, was taken away. And you know, personal beliefs aside, you can believe whatever you want. I still love you. You can hang out on the channel. That's fine. But I want to let everybody know that on this channel, for me, I believe that everybody has individual freedoms. I believe that you get the right to choose who you love, how you identify, who you want to love, what you want to be, who you want to be. It doesn't matter. Like, I believe that regardless of the color of your skin, your race, your creed, your religion, your orientation, that you should be able to go through society and have the same rights as the person next to you. Okay? And I just want to say for a second that it is extremely, extremely alarming to in the same lifetime see the first black president ever elected and the first woman vice president, black vice president ever elected, and also to go back 50 years for women's rights. That is extremely, extremely depressing. And to all of you out there that I know probably struggled with that yesterday, to all of you out there that have, you know, been afraid maybe of talking about it, because I know, again, on channels it can be weird, and there are going to be a lot of people that are not willing to talk about it. There are going to be a lot of people that are unwilling to bring up the subject. But one thing that I always talked about early on, and this has never changed in me, is that if I'm going to use my platform for good, I want to use my platform for good. And I think that it's important for content creators, for people that are in front of the public, to be able to have public opinions, because if we're not the ones talking about it, especially because, unfortunately, it is white men, old white men, making the decisions for women and their bodies, not to mention all the privacy issues that comes with that. We won't even begin to talk about the privacy issues that opens up for other laws and things like that. That it's also important for everybody, including white men, to stand up and say when they know that things are wrong. And it's also very, very important. And this is why it's super, super important to vote, guys, because there is no electing your next Supreme Court justice. It doesn't happen. They have lifetime appointments, but they get elected by the people that serve in the White House. They get confirmed by the people that sit in the Senate. And the Supreme Court would have been a very different place if Barack Obama's justice nomination that he did wouldn't have been blocked by Republicans after then they rammed through it. And again, I respect everybody. I have so many friends that are Republicans. I enjoy a good, healthy dialogue. Like, I have no problem regardless of who you are. I love you still. We can agree to disagree, but I believe personally that this was a travesty, that this sets back America more than 50 years, that who knows what this means. I am ashamed that it happened here, you know, in a world that my life is going to grow up in. I do not know when or if this will ever be able to be fixed. And all it's going to do is create problems for people that are poor, for people that don't have the money to go to a state, right? And that's really what it comes down to. Is it really doesn't even come down to a women's rights issue. It comes down to a control issue, and it comes down to a rich versus poor issue. And because rich people can still go across state lines and go to a state where it's going to be legal, and unfortunately, impoverished people, young people, are not going to have that ability. So I just wanted to say that quick, that, you know, and if that means that you want to unfollow because, you know, I feel like I think that everybody deserves to have the same rights, and that's what the Constitution afforded us, then I'm sorry that you feel that way. But I just want you to know that this will always be a safe place for people, regardless, again, of your gender, of who you love, of how you identify, of anything that you want to do. If you're a person of color, it doesn't matter. If you're a woman, like, this will always be a safe space that people can come into. And if anything like that ever started happening here, we're very, very quick to ban, to delete, to make sure that ignorant things do not happen in this community. So I don't want to get too far. I'm sorry. God, it's been on my mind, and I had to say something today about it. So I'm still struggling with that. It's not fair to take away a woman's rights and tell them what they can or cannot do with their bodies. Just wrong. If you agree with Dems or not, must vote Dem to get rid of extreme. Healthcare is already in crisis and overworked in some states. That's the other thing. It's, who's going to pay for it? And then it's going to roll down to taxes. And I don't want to get into the whole argument. I just want to tell you all that for my demographic of white men, that I greatly apologize to all of you and wish that things weren't this way. So, all right. Now on to happier things. More BTS.